As you may be aware, last week my Twitter account was suspended. Considering the transparency of Twitter, the suspension appeal process is relatively straightforward. Apparently, all I have to do to get my account reinstated is read the Twitter terms of services and best practices and promise to never again do the thing that got my Twitter account suspended. However, it seems it's up to me to determine what it was I did that got my Twitter account suspended, because a week on, Twitter still hasn't told me. However, I am willing to take full ownership for whatever bad thing I did, whether it was dancing with the devil or consorting with communists or a general lack of love for Big Brother. It's just one of those things where you sign the blank piece of paper and then let the nice interrogators type in your confession at their convenience. I certainly wouldn't want to suggest that my suspension was the result of a concerted effort, say, some sort of bot, if you will, that exploits the Twitter algorithms in order to silence dissent, or in my case, outright gleeful mockery. And far be it from me to entertain the idea that it was a result of persons who rationalize away all comment, criticism, and satire as stalking and harassment, and act as if what got them criticism was that they were women, or social justice warriors, or left-handed, or whatever arbitrary identity politics characteristics they used to distract from the plain fact that people like me mock and criticize them simply because they're thin-skinned morons. Nor would I suggest that one of the forces behind my suspension was the passive-aggressive doings of some unnamed and otherwise wholly unremarkable person who spends much of their time smearing others, but takes an exceptionally dim view of someone making fun of them for it. Of course, the real losers in all this are certain members of the slime pit, because 2 weeks after I stopped posting there, due to certain members of the slime pit, they're still going on about me. Mostly that my discussions on surplus camping gear, the benefits of my Trangia alcohol stove, and my Victrola proves that I'm just a little bit off. Just as the only acceptable activity for social justice warriors is calling people out, the only acceptable activity for slime pit shitposters is shitposting. This all came to a head a few weeks ago when, just for shits and giggles, I did up some micro-media merchandising on Zazzle and then posted it in the slime pit to complain about the company's outrageous markup. Even lowering my cut to the bare minimum $1.70 per, well below Zazzle's default royalty markup, the t-shirts was still over $30 a shot, albeit for front and back printing. Despite my initial complaints about the cost, the certain people on the slime pit turned this into a 2-day bitch fest about what a money-grubbing little whore I was. You know, because shitposting is its own reward. Now, I never linked to my Zazzle merchandise page because, as I said, it's cheap crap with a huge markup. However, if you want cheap crap at a huge markup with the Micromedia logo on it, please visit right here. However, I don't recommend it. You see, because when you're getting something for your money, a good is actually being transferred, in this case a massively overpriced t-shirt, this represents an inefficient way for you to transfer money from you to me. You see, given the terrible online harassment that someone such as myself, who is selflessly working to make the world a better place, has to face on a daily basis, I began looking at new and better models for the promotion of justice in the face of this terrible outrage. Models that would efficiently promote the greater good, give voice to the voiceless, and strike a blow against the forces of oppression by the conversion of your money into my money. However, since I don't have a big booty ass that I can squeeze into tight jeans and then spend 10 hours walking through an ethnic neighborhood for the 2 minutes of the modern Emmett Till whistle and decrying uppity black men for not getting full written permission to talk to me, I had to think of something different. I thought of it curled up in my bed, too distraught and afflicted with Twitter-induced post-traumatic stress disorder to do anything but watch Parks and Recreation on Netflix and eat all of the Halloween fun-sized Snickers that, for the 10th year in a row, I bought without a single little kid knocking on my apartment door. I thought things couldn't get any worse. Then they did, with this email.
I have had your Twitter account suspended. You will now stop all your online activities, close your YouTube account, cancel that Meat Lovers pizza you just ordered, and leave PZ Myers alone. If you do not, a massacre will be carried out against your Twitter and YouTube subscribers using state-of-the-art Nerf gun technology. I assure you, this will be the greatest mass nerfing in American-Canadian history. Except for Vancouver, because there's not much else to do there. You have 24 hours to comply. I have chosen to target you because you are everything that is wrong with talented, charismatic, and well-hung alpha male types on social media. You bastard. Penis.
This will not stand, you know? This aggression will not stand, man.
I ask you, the good, decent people on the internet, who appreciate the massive sacrifices I have made on your behalf that are so traumatic that offhand I can't remember what they are. I ask you to strike a blow against everyone you don't like by taking your money and giving it to me, where I will do something with it. I mean, I can't promise it will be entirely squandered on hookers and blow, mostly because I don't do either, but given enough disposable income, it might become a possibility. I mean, sure, like everyone else, I have some medical bills, and I'm trying to sneak out of the Metro DC area to do some advanced work in Pueblo, Colorado. But who needs to hear about mundane shit like that? Let's stick with hookers and blow. On the Skepticism page, where you can read exactly what you've listened to here on YouTube, you can slam the hell out of my donation button for no adequately explained reason, except it seems to be the thing to do whenever someone gets one of those bumps in the road that past generations used to consider to be the price of living, or someone talks to you on the street, or the idea of getting out of bed in the morning is just too much to bear. Or maybe you just like what I do and want to annoy the right sort of people by showing your support. Now, as a bonus, though, for any $50 donation, I will do a video, at least 10 minutes in length, on any subject you want, whether it's dealing with feminism, social justice warriors, or some topic in atheism or skepticism. I mean, it's really not worth it, and I'm not a cheap whore, so it's kind of a dilemma. Thank you.